intro certainly was cool. Now, I'm going to shoot this in the same style as my, Toy Chat with Will. But instead, this is going to be something a little bit more special. Because in this one, you're going to be hanging out with me while I rearrange this whole shelf right here. And the video is called The Time Travel Trio. And the trio will be referring to Bill and Ted, Back to the Future, as well as a bunch of Doctor Who. So I guess without further ado, let's just jump into it. I gotta move R2-D2 out of the way. Thank you. I got like this whole box of stuff needs to be sorted out. I don't know how much of this stuff I'm gonna be able to put up. Like I got this box too, full of Doctor Who and Back to the Future and other stuff like that. And actually, you know what? R2-D2 can serve a purpose. I'm gonna put a box on top of his head. Hopefully it'll stay. But actually, I really should have started with this whole area just cleared. Because what I want to do is do Doctor Who, Back to the Future, and Bill and Ted over here, which I don't know how much Bill and Ted is going to change. But I know we gotta clear some room for Doctor Who stuff to go. Might make it thinner, might make it more, I don't know. But I guess I could start up by just talking about what I like about each franchise, just touch on each one of them just a little bit, and as to why I like them so much. So I guess we could start out with Back to the Future. So I first watched Back to the Future when I want to say I was like 10 years old, something like that. And because my dad came back from the thrift store. He like found all 3 tapes or something and just decided to buy them and bring them home. And I was like, oh, cool, what's this? And I think I had known about it a little bit through Nerd Osmosis. This is a real, just a quick side note, quick sidestep. This is an awesome Playmobil set for the DeLorean. I think, like, isn't that sick right there? And now Playmobil's got, I mean, because before, I forgot about that. I mean, you got the Diamond Select one right up there. But just the fact that it actually says, like, DMC on the front, and it actually says, like, DeLorean on the back, that's so cool. And I know, like, the Playmobil now has, like, the Ecto one, Knight Rider, which I do have Knight Rider, I have Kit. And then they did like Magnum PI and James Bond and all that stuff. That'd be sick if they did Doctor Who as well. So hey, Playmobil, if you're listening, you should do the Doctor as well. But anyway, going back to the Future. Yeah, I first watched it all the way back then, and I loved it. I loved it. It was so much fun. The solid story for all 3 chapters, and the fact that they just don't want to make a 4th one, just plain out don't want to make a 4th one, which I think is great. They should just leave it alone, leave it as a trilogy. They did a video game which kind of served as Back to the Future 4 and had a whole bunch of people come back, like I believe because Michael J. Fox came back, Christopher Lloyd came back, I think Leah Thompson was involved. I'm not sure about, I definitely know Crispin Glover, and I'm not sure about Thomas F. Wilson. I don't know if they were involved. These Funkos are kind of neat. relatively, I think Bill and Ted is just gonna...
No! Oh, please, God, no!
That's staying in. That is staying in. That is too funny.
Most non-triumphant.
Oh no. Oh no. That's great. Well, hey, the shelf's clear now. The shelf is clear. Oh my gosh. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Fine. They killed my Lego TIE Interceptor. Oh man. Oh no, the Lego phone booth fell apart. Oh, that sucks. That's okay, I can rebuild it. That's fine. But anyway, as I was saying before, that catastrophe. I thought Bill and Ted's area was gonna... Oh! They're supposed to be... And it's missing from right here. It's missing a peg right there. That's not good. That's not good. Anywho. I think Bill and Ted is just going to remain essentially the same. But, yeah. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm supposed to be talking about Back to the Future. Other stuff I like about it, just, again, which made me fall in love with the DeLorean. I love the DeLorean. It's one of my favorite movie cars of all time, and just a really snazzy looking car in general. Like, it's really an eye catcher when it comes down the road, and you don't have too many highway encounters with one nowadays. And I'll throw a picture up on here, but here, stuff. On the way to give a Christmas present to one of my friends, I happened upon a DeLorean, and I thought it was so cool to finally, actually see one in real life. And the guy who owned it, he was so cool and let me take a picture with it. Like, he actually positioned it and everything, so to get an optimal photograph. And he was just a really sweet guy, for doing that for me. I made a mock of Bill and Ted's phone booth. Or maybe it was. This is irritating. Excuse me for 1 second. Anyway, he was so sweet. Here, I found the rest of it. He was so sweet and positioned it to get an optimal photograph with it, and it was really an awesome Christmas. And I don't typically delve into personal stories, just because I don't know, it's just my personal opinion, but I was going through a really hard time during that, and for that to happen, it was really nice. It was super nice, and I'm really happy I got to experience that, like, that firsthand of getting to not only touch, but also, like, just be up close and personal with just something that means a lot to me. So I thought that was really great. The Back to the Future animated show I never really watched. I watched a couple episodes of it. The deep one. But I didn't really like it all that much. I thought it was just kind of whatever. I know it has its fans and stuff, but I don't know. I just couldn't get into it. I tried. Don't get me wrong, I tried. But I can't find the Grim Reaper's base. I don't know. It was okay. But just not my thing. Do I want to put you here? And then yeah, Doctor Who can get this whole chunk too. So, what else could I say about Back to the Future? It's definitely one of my favorite, not my favorite, but one of my favorite movie franchises of all time, and pretty impactful on the way I view, like, cinema and just movie history in general. Wow, okay. I'm trying to put this. This is so irritating. There's no mistakes. Just happy little accidents. You know, if this didn't happen, then heck, I wouldn't get to force myself to talk to Vamp and kind of, you know. You're supposed to go up there. So I was pretty proud of this. So I guess I'll jump into Bill and Ted. Cause I'm kind of going off of, like, I guess, how impactful or how much I liked them growing up. I grew up with Bill and Ted. We actually had a recorded off. Recorded off the TV, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and you know, it's a great comedy slash, you know, time travel movie. I won't bore the rest of you. I'm already 15 minutes into this video, and I like to keep these at 45 minutes, and you don't want to sit there while I try to fiddle with this. Well, I'll put a picture of what this looks like, all nice and stuff, but I was just really proud of like actually having a payphone inside. There's like a light inside of, and actually the door can open up like this. So hey, someone at Lego, make the Bill and Ted phone booth happen. And it was supposed to also have this as like a Terminator cameo. Terminator, what did I say? Anyway, we had to record it off TV, VHS of Bill and Ted, and you know, I always liked the movie. I like the humor in it. The whole one of my favorite parts of it is when Bill and Ted are meeting Socrates, or Socrates as they call him, and Bill and Ted walk up and very nonchalantly just go, "I'm Bill. This is Ted. We're from the future." And so Socrates is like, Socrates, like, that's nice. What? Just something stupid like that. And I just realized I need to undo a lot of this work because I have a couple Bill and Ted things that I need to add in. That's the thing with the nooks I make. I try to include, if I have the VHS tapes, I try to put them in. I'll be doing that for Back to the Future as well. I got these, one of the tapes of the, this is like the only one I watched, which, well, this is the only one I owned. I watched a few of the episodes. So let's see. Take you guys down for a second. And again, I'm sure not all of these are gonna go. This is what I'll do. This is what I'll do. Because I also have I have so many copies of Back to the Future 1 on VHS. It's one of my, it's just one of those movies that you got a lot of. I also, of course, I have complete for Nintendo Back to the Future and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So those have definitely got to go into the nook in some capacity. No Nintendo games for Doctor Who, which I do need to start filling out the Doctor Who portion. Check out this awesome book. I love the old school Doctor Who font. And this awesome Back to the Future storybook too is great. But yeah, I've always, Bill and Ted, honestly, as much as I love Back to the Future, as far as the comedy angle goes, I might just take down these two Funkos and do something else with them, just to save space. As far as I think Bill and Ted is the better sci-fi comedy. Even Hot Tub Time Machine. There, I said it. Can't take it back. No, I'll have two, because I know Doctor Who, I don't have any boxed Funkos. I have a couple. I have like a loose Funko Davros. But you guys, this is what I'll do. problem is these bulkier items. I'll just do it. This. Like that. It's my thing. I do what I want with it. But how would you do it? There's the question. Let's try to get this back. I know it covers up the Bill Funko Pop, but they're there, and I don't know if this will be the end all be all for these. Kind of like I got Back to the Future on Betamax too, and this novel for Back to the Future 3. That looks okay, right? Right? No, maybe. I just got too much for each of these things. I don't know. The only thing left in this box are these two. I don't know if I'm ever gonna put these two Doctor Who things up here, because these are kind of bigger items. I also have this DeLorean. I have a couple of the Jada DeLoreans are super good. I like them a lot. This is what I can do. It kind of encroaches on Bill and Ted, but yeah. Sometimes you gotta encroach. I won't mention it. So I got this big thing of loose stuff. Mainly Doctor Who. So now I get to talk about Doctor Who. His part in this all. So every now and again on PBS, I would watch this DeLorean roll-off. Every now and again on PBS, I would watch Doctor Who. It was old school, like Tom Baker, Pete Davidson, Sylvester McCoy. Usually, hop around between 4, 5, and 7, or 8. That's no, wait, no, 7. Yeah, 4, 5, and 7. And I was happy with that. I mean, you know about Doctor Who, like you know about the TARDIS. But it died for a while. Everyone knows it died. Right around, unfortunately, around this time, it died. It's no one's fault. I mean, it's just people weren't that interested in it anymore. Which kind of sucks. But just so everyone knows, like Lazarus, like the Lazarus Project, everyone's favorite episode of Christopher Eccleston. Yes, Destro. He came back, and American audience and everyone got wowed with Doctor Who again. And, you know, to this day, people still enjoy it in the fact that it came back. I don't know how many. And then when that was going on, I got back into it again because I remember a couple of the Eccleston episodes airing back when it first was coming out, and I was like, it didn't grab me. It still didn't really grab me. I have so many bloody Doctor Who figures. There's that Devros Funk I was telling you about. I don't know if he's even sitting around. I really want. This is. I'm just gonna open this up. This isn't even gonna be displayed like this anymore. But it wasn't until I really watched like David Tennant, Matt Smith was my mock Lego TARDIS. Kind of in the same scale as. I'm just gonna put you in here. I like having the TARDIS hang out with Bill and Ted's Zombie. I don't care that it's encroaching. I don't care. It's my collection. But no, I got into it, and I started really enjoying it. And just recently, you saw in one of my videos, I was able to pick up a couple of the character options, Doctor Who figures, and then I got a few more. In fact, this whole box right here is just full of character options. I definitely know, a bit taller in the back. Like, that remnant from my Brony days. Everyone knows Dr. Hooves. Obviously, David Tennant reference. Gotta have him stick around. Over there. Love David Tennant. He's my favorite of the new Doctors. Love David Tennant. Love the 3D glasses. Love this Funko. Sucks I couldn't meet him at Emerald City. Life sucks for collectors. Anywho. Hopefully did not go over any of my Supernatural figures. I'm definitely gonna put out, as far as figures goes, all the Cybermen are going out. I'd like to have the Cyber It seems a bit, you know, this is just asking for trouble. If I put the Cyber Commander down here and a bunch of figures up here. Anyway, we're gonna try it out. So yeah, some of these things I'm just putting over here for whatever. My Dipole TARDIS will go up here. I don't know about the Dalek. this is a... I love my silver, like, you saw, you know, I got the Cyberman voice changer helmet. I got all the Cylons, Stormtroopers. Here's a couple to go with the Depol TARDIS. Here's a couple of Depol Hades Cybermen. Kind of funny. I need 2 hands for this. You know what? I'm just gonna... We can hang out. Out of the Depol series, I think the Cybermen are some of the better ones you can get. Let's see. Over there. I want to have... I'll probably put the Doctors up there. So I have... Sonic. I have 4, 5. Oh, I missed one. 2. John Bird 3. Then 4. Then 5. Then. Oh, what was? I'm getting so confused. Whatever, I'll go out of order. 10. And in a box set right here, I have 11. And actually, I don't have the 7th Doctor, or the 6th Doctor. Okay, that'll help me out. So Sylvester McCoy is 7, so he's 6. Something I forget who played this Doctor. This is kind of asking for trouble because the top of this box isn't super stable. Okay, he was holding his Sonic. Anyway, no, I've watched through the Eccleston through Smith eras twice now, 3 times, and I wasn't a super fan of Peter Capaldi at first, but going through it this time, he grew on me. Jodie is also, she's pretty cool too. The writing really fell off for her, which was unfortunate, which I feel like she didn't really have a fair chance because the writing just wasn't there. And then I feel like it was starting to fall with Capaldi a little bit. But when you're part of a TV show that's been going for, you know, God, how long is it now? Like 60, 70 years? You know, obviously things are gonna get a little hairy. Marty here. And then, I mean, all the big items that I want to go up, they're pretty much up here now, so now it'll just be, I'll just spend the last few minutes just putting in little pieces. I really wish it could fall at the beginning, but what you're gonna do. Oh no, I wanted to put this back here. That actually would have been. Okay, let's do the sensible thing and just. Now that we know these speakers can actually stand, won't fall. Let's. Look at that. Awesome. So just, again, some more quick things about each franchise, I guess, while I decorate with, you know, fill out the set a little bit. So, I think, obviously, Doctor Who has some really nice moments, like, not even just from the new stuff. I think people just give the older series crap just because it's the older series. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a couple harder watches in there, but the new series has hard watches too. I mean, there's no such thing as perfect Doctor Who, and anyone who tells you that is just lying. No, there's no such thing as perfect Doctor Who. It's just, you know, what do you as a fan like? You know, that should be the only definition that you should care about. I almost made a major mistake. What do you as a fan like? Do you like the new? Do you like it all? I like them both. I like a mix of modern and classic Doctor Who. Will I let someone tell me that that's stupid? They can. That's their opinion. If they want to tell me it's stupid, they can. But I'm still gonna watch what I want to watch. You shouldn't let someone else have a whole lot of say when it comes to something as not important as Doctor Who or Back to the Future or Bill and Ted. It's like, oh, you're not a true fan if you don't like this. Like, I'm a true fan because I'm a fan of the franchise. It's those people that really need to get a life. That really need to take a look back at themselves and really be like, is this worth saying right now? It's like, oh, you think Back to the Future is a better time traveling story than Doctor Who? To somebody, yes, but to me, no. I don't think any one of these franchises is better than the other. That's why I want them all to be together. I like them all, and I want to have... By the way, this is really cool. This is a dollar bill from 1985. Oh, look at you. I'm probably not going to put it up here, but just fun, because that's when Back to the Future came out. I forgot what I was going to say. But, you know, just... I realize I have no room for big DeLoreans anymore, so that Playmobil DeLorean can't go back up there now. Yeah, it's actually, no. Yeah, no, that thing is not coming back up there now. Unless I... I feel like that's just for trouble. I'll figure out something. You know, you got the phone booth right here, the TARDIS right there. Wouldn't be fair to not have the designer be involved. Well, this isn't really the end-all be-all of this. This is, I think, a good start, but this video is getting close to wrapping up, so I think I will too. But you know, I don't know really how to close out this video, but and I kinda just briefly touched on, you know, why I like all three of these franchises. I mean, I'm not like a movie, I'm not like, you know, analyzing the films or the TV series by any means. No, I just wanted to give a little bit of insight as to why these franchises mean enough to me that I'm willing to make a Nook haven for all of them, because, you know, I like them. I like them a lot, and you know, I thought it might be interesting to share that like with all you, to kind of, you know, because you know, it's been a thing in the background of my videos for ever since I started, you know, camera right over yonder, and you know, since I got back into Doctor Who and finally got a solid collection of stuff, because you saw my tour room tour, I said, I'm like, oh, I'm starting a Doctor Who Nook. Well, I guess here it is now. Here's the Doctor Who Nook. But it's not just the Doctor Who Nook, it's the Time Travelers. It's the Time Travelers Trio. You know, it's a mash of three pretty solid, pretty fantastic, you know, pretty fantastic franchises that all three have stood the test of time. You know, Bill and Ted 3 just came out recently. People still like and talk about Back to the Future in fandoms, and Doctor Who's still going strong after all these years. You know, it's really nice, actually. Just, you know, fun to see, and you know, hopefully, hopefully this stuff keeps going, and people, you know, and not just in 2024, but in 2044, 2064, I'll probably be gone, but, and who knows if anyone will remember this video, but I will guarantee you that these franchises, people will remember them. They have made a lasting impact on pop culture, the world, all of them spreading really good messages. And I think that might be a good place to end. A brief message from all of them, such as be excellent to each other. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Don't eat pears. Well, this is Will's Toy Room, and I'll see you next time.